So, as part of my 1,000 subscriber special, I decided to do a Q&A where everyone will be able to ask me questions. And now it's time for me to answer the questions. So, question time. Let's do this. I got a lot of questions. I obviously couldn't answer them all, but I want to say thank you guys for asking, as it was super fun to go through and think up the answers I'm about to give you. So, let's get started. To start off, here's a question from Umbra. Did you plan out all your story before creating Shape of the Sun, or did you only finish the idea midway through? By the way, congratulations, you deserve it. Thanks. The short answer is heck no. The majority of the story at the time was just based on the lyrics for Shape of the Sun, You got Sun Guy, he's telling you he's taking you somewhere. That's all the lyrics. I just kind of went with that, and that gave me enough loose plot to handle first two levels. 10,000 was where I actually had a solidified story that I really was going to stick with. And you can tell that with It's Not a Phase over here. Anyway, that's what made one of my favorite levels to make, just the fact that I was able to get the story started. MC Stars asks, how did you get first introduced to PA? So do you guys know Ultra Orange? That guy who made... I knew him back in the Geometry Dash animation community, and I found PA through his video on... Hellbend's Animated, TCG, asks, how'd you come up with Another World? And as I already said, I had started out with the lyrics, but when I really got to solidify the story, the main inspiration for that was the classic idea of an evil doppelganger, one that some people know I'm pretty familiar with thanks to past lore experience. MyMaker0430 asks, which Another World character, excluding DXL, was created first and how'd you come up with them? And it was Sunrise, and you see, Shape of the Sun. He's the sun. Official Dre asks, here are some questions. On average, how long does it take you to make these levels? And what is the level that you're most proud of? So levels take about a month for me to make, and the level I'm most proud of is without a doubt Nautilus. I feel like I hit so many things I wanted to do right there. The story stuff, the backgrounds, the boss. I just really like how that level turned out. Galactica asks, is adamantite or titanium better? And what is your top 3 favorite Another World characters? Top 3 favorite of all PA characters? So the first question, that's a trick question. Neither exists because the universe is a hologram. For the other two, well, I barely have more than 3 other Another World characters, but the first one would have to be Bond. He has such a fun range of weapons to work with, and you can tell that he's threatening. He has guns. He's gonna shoot you. He's gonna shoot you dead. Second favorite would probably be Dark Hal. Dark Hal is a lot more limited in attacks, but the idea of Dark Hal is one that I enjoy using the most. And third, Eclipse, if that counts, because Eclipse is really just a form of Sunrise, kinda. But Eclipse's design is something I really liked, and the fight with Eclipse, again, is just something I loved to make. For a top 3 of all characters, well, there are some that I really like that are underrated, so I'm just going to say those. And I really like most of the characters that I see, so I'm not putting these in any order. I'm not saying that your character sucks because it's not here. I mean, most characters are pretty good, I'm not going to lie, but these are just the best of the best. And they deserve more recognition. So the first one would be the Nameless Entity from Dragon W1414's Void Untold. It's probably my favorite villain in any PA series. Hits the mark on the whole entire creepy vibe. Its corruption is clear. Like, if you put the red tendrils or veins or whatever on pretty much anything, like for example a stock image, it becomes clear that Nameless Entity, oh no, he's there. He's evil and he's there. So, second one would probably be Camelli. I think that's how you pronounce it. And the gimmick of colors that Camelli alone gets him here, because that is such a creative gameplay gimmick. But I also love the whole entire guy's vibe of, oh, he's a shield demon, but he'll also consume your heart if you piss him off. Good job, Umbra. And the third one would have to be Jumbo OS. He has a ton of unique attacks in Technado's Genesis, and the design is really neat too. I really like the computer dude. And then there's also the part where he goes... So yeah, those are some pretty 3 good characters that I really love. Terminace asks, wide field? And my answer to that is yes. Oxolithium asks, congratulations on 1000, you freaking deserved it by how detailed and smooth your levels are. Thanks. So for Q&A, 1. Did you know from the very start where your story will be going? Well, I already answered that, I really didn't. And some of the ideas I had back then are just completely different from the ideas I decided to stick with. 2. Is Sunrise inspired by Just Shapes and Beats, son? 3. Do you plan on hosting more collabs in the future? And 4. Why are you so hot? Well, for 2, Sunrise, I tried as much to make different as I could because I realized, oh, it's the sun in the rhythm game, it's probably going to get compared. But then I just realized halfway through that I was making it too similar anyway, so I just said, you know what, I think I took a bit of inspiration, to be honest. I'd hope people don't attack me by saying that, oh, you ripped off the Just Shapes and Beats on Project Rhythma is a Just Shapes and Beats ripoff. 3. For question 3, I might host more collabs in the future. I gotta finish the current one though, but I really like the idea of collabs. I like collabs in general. Collabs are fun. And for question 4, that would be a big whoa there for me. Endora asks, when did you start playing Geometry Dash? And I started playing about 4 years ago. A long time ago, actually. It's been a while since I've played it. I haven't played it in probably a month. Sayaferol E. Hishamunin asks, question 1. So what actually happened to Sunrise? Is he dead? Question 2. Do you play any games other than PA and GD? Question 3. What song will you use in Another World Part 6? Question 4. So do you have a feeling of collaborating with another PA creator? Wow, congrats bro on 1k subs. Thanks. Question 5. Oh yeah, so can you explain the skull from Press Start's Geometry Dash appearance in your Part 3 level? Edit 2. Please don't answer question 3 and question 2, sorry. Question 3 and question 2, well, question 3 was answered in the Q&A announcement video, so it's a good thing you caught yourself there. So Sunrise is dead, the only thing that remains is those little shard things, but, you know, they got stolen, so that's not good. For question 4, do you have a feeling of collaborating with another PA creator? I mean, I do. I'm doing a collab right now, with a couple of them, actually. Question 5. The skull from Press Starts is there because, well, in Genesis, which takes place right before Press Start, you know, you're going through different worlds and stuff. Well, Skull follows you from one of those worlds, which I'm pretty sure you can tell which world that is. It's Square Game on Google Play Store. And for question, yeah, that would be that. I'm gonna be honest, when I originally put the skull in there, I wasn't thinking the story implications, but it makes sense, really, for it to come from another world. Anthem Angel asks, 1. What's the coolest form of DXL? And 2. How would each of the characters from another world look as humans in your eyes? Well, 1 would have to be Armored Form DXL, because the design for that, even though it is yet to show up in the level up, by the way, that could be spoilers. But the form for that is probably one of my favorite designs that I've ever made for pretty much anything. And as for human forms of characters, I've never really think about it too much. But I mean, DXL is just like a random dude in a sweatshirt. That's pretty much how most people have interpreted him, and I've been chill with that. That's a pretty good one. Bond, a dude in a suit, he's like this. He's like an assassin dude, and Bond, you know, that's similar to James Bond. So like this, that's another thing that people have kind of interpreted him as, that I've generally interpreted him as too. Sunrise, I've never thought of as human, but as human, probably would have the spikes or shards like floating around and be super bright because he's the sun. Dark Howl, and I've never really thought of good human design for. I don't have any type of normal Howl design, so I don't have a Dark Howl human design. Generally, whenever I've thought of a Dark Howl human, I've thought of other people's Howl human, because there's a lot of other good human Howl designs, and I'm uncreative. Phantom Angel also asks, this may be my second question, but what inspired each of the characters so far in Another World? So Sunrise would have been the song, Shape of the Sun, I already said that. DXL was a character outside of Another World that I had, who I repurposed for the series, just because, you know, I liked the character, but the character is much better in Another World than I had used before, trust me, because before it wasn't even really a character. And as far as his placement in Another World, well, the general idea of a character that goes on your side I really liked. So I just decided to go with that. Bond, I designed entirely around guns. You can tell that with his scope design and everything. Fields, I mean, I kind of wanted him to have this defensive look, but I don't think I really did that too well, so I just gave him a visor and called it a day. Purpura was honestly kind of a random design. And Eclipse, I just took Sunrise, made him edgy, and Dark Cow, I'm pretty sure the inspiration for that design is pretty obvious. Oxylithium also asked, some more questions came to mind after I wrote a few into the comments, so I'm just posting here. Don't worry, after these I'll shut up. Where does the name DXL44 come from, and what's your favorite song at the moment? So the name DXL44 originally came from an abbreviation of my former username, which was DestroyerXL44, which has 9-year-old energy. I'm really not a fan of that username at all. Everybody just used the shorter abbreviated version, so I just switched to it too, because it's a much better username. And for my favorite song at the moment, it has to be Space Invaders by Temanite and MDK. It's just awesome. I love that song. It's still my favorite song, despite how long it's been since it's come out and how many new songs have come out. Xenon1345 asks, how do you feel of your username's similarity to that of NDXL's? And it's really simple. NDXL stands for not DXL. Galactica asks, okay, serious question. Do you have any canceled PA levels or PA level ideas that you decided not to make? And there are a couple. There was one with This Isn't Science Rocket, because that's a good song. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know I think it's a good song. But I canceled that level because it was my actual first level, and it was just a bunch of prefab spam. I'm like, no, this isn't good. I can't have prefab spam, even if it's my first level. And then I went and made Shape of the Sun anyway, and that was prefab spam, so... And there was another level with the song Challenger by Creo that was basically Deep.io themes. I'll show a bit of it right now, actually. I haven't really gone around to finishing this. It just sat there incomplete. So I might finish it. It's not a part of Another World, but I might just finish it randomly whenever I feel like it. So you guys can see that right now. So yeah, that was that thing. Trader Cards Gaming also asks, will Gun Goodman return? And the answer is yes! He's going to come back in Classic Pursuits, and he will have more guns, and I don't think more good, but the guns are more good, and he's got more guns, which is good. Kedatsum asks, is your favorite color orange, or did you just randomly pick it? It is my favorite color, and I don't know why it's my favorite color, so you could say that I randomly picked it, but... you know, let's just go with it's my favorite color.